Hello and welcome to another episode of Workshop Wednesday. In today's episode we're going to be doing a bit of an introduction on our Cincinnati Toolmaster mill and cleaning it up a bit. So we bought this mill in 2013 and we got it from the same person and at the same time as the Colchester lathe. And when we got both of them delivered, to get the mill off the truck, it had to be craned over the workshop, which was quite scary because this weighs 1.5 tons. And we were actually just looking through some old files and we found a video that Dad took back then of it being craned over the workshop, so here it is. Now when we got the mill, both of the power feeds were broken. There's a power feed for the y-axis and the x-axis. Now since we got it, we did fix the y-axis, the gearbox for that being there. However, the more useful of the two, I would say, the x-axis, isn't working still because there's a few stripped gears in there. And what would have been even more useful is to have the motor on the X and Y, or not the X and Y, the Z, because at the moment you have to lift it up and down using the handle here. However, before we show you the controls and the machine working, we'll do our clean-up because we're not in the workshop at the moment. We don't have an area for more dirty tools and more clean tools, and you can see that very much by the state of the machine. So we're going to start from its highest point up there. We've taken the vise off the table there and we've put a cover over it. Now, so we don't kick up too much dust in the workshop, I'm going to be hoovering the top here first to get the worst of it off. We've now cleaned up the head and it is looking quite nice, especially compared to the before shot. But what we're now moving on to is the bed here, which we need to get all of the old chips out from underneath here, and then we can start cleaning it up. We've spent pretty much 4 hours cleaning the Cincinnati mill, and we've only really stopped now because we've run out of WD-40, which we were using with a scouring pad to get most of the dirt off. But now I'll give a quick run through of the controls. So on the side of the mill here, we've got the main control panel. So you've got your start-stop button, there, and then you've got a power feed switch where you can have it as table, saddle, or saddle and table, and then you've got your coolant switch on and off there. Up here we have the speed on these three, which we currently have them set to 112, which if I look at the table over here, 112 is 490 RPM that it spins at. And if you engage the power feeds, this is where you choose the speeds for the table. And then on here is for the saddle, which you have A, B, C and 1, 2, 3. Then this is the lever to actually engage the saddle feed, and then this one is for the table feed. And then general controls, you've got a wheel on each end of the table which moves the x-axis left and right. And then if you tighten this up, that locks it. And then you've got this wheel here which does the saddle movement, or the y-axis, and then you've got a brake here for that, and then you've got your z-axis, which is your up and down on this lever here. Right, so this mill takes int 40 being this part here that goes into the mill there, and then goes onto the drawbar. We've got a Clarkson Autolock chuck there from the last time we were using this mill, but I'll just quickly demonstrate some stuff for you. So if I press start, and then if I go to the power feeds and I turn it to saddle only, I can then engage the saddle, and you can see it's now moving forward, or I can make it move back if I want. And of course I could adjust the speed, or you can use the mill in two different directions for cutting and stuff. You can go right, which is what we usually use it on, or you can turn it to left. If you want to see this mill in action, then a good demonstration of it was our Boland's HT snowplow replica project, and I'll leave a link to that up there that you can go and check out, which we have a number of cool pieces of tooling for this mill. A good demonstration that I think we featured in the videos was our rotary table for cutting like a circular slot. But I'm sure we'll have some mill projects to do using this mill on Workshop Wednesday coming up. But we're going to now go and get some more cleaning materials so that we can continue with this. However, we're going to be ending the video here. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode of Workshop Wednesday. Bye!